Very dangerous situation ongoing, guys. So right now, live here on TikTok as well as YouTube, trying to get these warnings out as fast as possible. Major tornado on the ground going on for Blue Rapids. This storm is coming right into Blue Rapids as we speak. Very strong, intense circulation, about to get right into town. If you're in Blue Rapids, it looks like that you could take a direct hit from this storm. Um, very, very scary situation. We're going to take a look at our coalition coefficient too. Um, very rain-wrapped storm. I pray that the storm lifts before it hits town, but it looks like it's going to hit dead on. I hope this is just a rotating wall cloud and not an actual tornado coming into town, but it does look like that there is still a tornado coming right into town. Confirmed from storm spotters that there was a confirmed tornado that hit Marysville as well as Okido, Kansas. Yes, do need to make you a mod on here, so just give me a second. Bear with me, guys. Here on my Storm Chasing YouTube channel. You're streaming it too? Awesome. This is a very, very dangerous situation ongoing, guys, for Kansas, as ongoing, guys, for Kansas, as well as Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri. But right now, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground in heading towards Blue Rapids that hit Marysville, and it's been tracking south along Highway 77. So, very, very dangerous situation. Hey, we got Jen in the house, even though she said literally in the house. Gonna make JC a mod here. Thank you. I appreciate it, JC. So it looks like the center of circulation is starting to lift, hopefully becoming more outflow dominant. Right now, I do not see that circulation as strong. So I'm hoping that the tornado is weakening as it goes over Blue Rapids. But this is going to be tracking south. So we've got multiple observations of the tornado on the ground. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado. Trained weather spotters just 10 minutes ago reported a tornado coming into Blue Rapids. So this is going to be coming into Waterville next. So, yeah, that's a rare warning from the National Weather Service, a PDS warning, which stands for particularly dangerous situation. So this would be located probably just to the south of Blue Rapids right now. Starting to look like it is trying to regain some strength as it comes towards Augsburg, Cottage Hill. It's going to be moving in the direction of Augsburg. So it does look like there is some possible debris signature right here. It's very weak, but it's probably kicking up some dust. This is going to be making its way towards the town of Augsburg. if you're not following me on the YouTube side of things, I am the storm chasing guy on YouTube. I'm currently streaming this tornado threat that is currently ongoing right now in multiple different states. We got a confirmed tornado that just went over the town of Blue Rapids, and this is going to be tracking south towards Ellsberg, Kansas, and Randolph. So if you're in those areas, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This was a confirmed, particularly dangerous situation. Uh, a rare warning that's being issued by the National Weather Service. Um, are you using Tilt 1? Yes, this is Tilt 1. So this would be a 5-degree elevation on this velocity scan. So this is out of the Topeka office, so it's still probably 5,000 feet up from the. I'm probably not getting the most accurate wind conditions, but it is. This is going to be coming towards Waterville or hitting Waterville right now. If there's still a tornado, the best circulation right now is going to be right here. Um, that's going to be coming directly south towards Allsburg. Twisted Supernatural, thank you so much for sharing this out. We're going to take a look at our other conditions going on right now. This is our only tornado warning. This is for Marshall County in Kansas, Potawatomi County in Kansas, and Riley County in Kansas. If you're in these areas, please be careful. These are dangerous storms. We also got a couple of new severe thunderstorm warnings going on in Montana. I probably should have added these to the list here. This is going to be coming for around Briny and was it Briny, Kansas, or Briny, Montana. Some very strong storms, large damaging hail ongoing, coming into the Custer National Forest. Um, Looks like it's moving over reasonably empty areas, but it's going to be tracking to the south of Brodus and Brittle. So if you're in these areas, just be careful. Also, some very dangerous storms up in Nebraska right now in Cass County. We'll also continue to take a look. This is another particularly dangerous situation with 3-inch plus diameter hail going on right now in Nebraska. This is going to be located just to the south of Syracuse with a clear hook echo developing here. I'm continuing to monitor this for it becoming tornado warned. And in fact, there is an area of developing rotation there just to the southwest of Syracuse. So I would not be surprised if this storm goes tornado warned here very shortly. Another area of severe warns supercells developing here just to the south of Plattsmouth. That's going to be tracking towards Nebraska City. So just be on alert that these storms are very strong today. More supercells forming near Lincoln, moving due south. Actually, more in a southeast projection, but these are dangerous storms. Multiple people moving in on them right now. Should be able to get some reports. This tornado warning storm right now is located near Waterville, and it's going to be pushing south. This has still a very strong rotational couplet here. That's going to be pushing towards Allsburg, Kansas. So This storm was labeled with a PDS warning from the National Weather Service. That is a very serious warning, particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado near 5 miles north of Blue Rapids that's already been passing down to the southwest. Very rapidly rotating storm. Looks like we got a new tornado warning. This is for 2-inch diameter hail. This is 6 miles south of Blue Rapids now. Still continuing to move further south. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream as we continue to cover today's severe weather threat across multiple counties, multiple different states. We got this new severe warned supercell that also includes parts of Iowa. In fact, this center of circulation is now pushing into Iowa as we speak. This is going to be for coming towards Nebraska City. This storm is continuing to push southeast. Hey, Wyatt, a link? Are you talking about a link for the radar? Right now, I'm just on TikTok on my paranormal page trying to get these warnings out. Thank you, Paul Teen 2.0 fan, for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate anybody who wants to subscribe and help try to get these messages out. Make sure to also share this out, guys, if you haven't already. Wyatt, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Still monitoring this ongoing situation right now. Multiple people have reported tornadoes. One going into the town of Maryville, and another tornado hitting the town of Aikido. So very, very scary situations. This tornado warning storm is tracking right towards Allsburg. Keeping my family in Iowa safe. Awesome. Do you do donations? Yes. So if you guys would like to donate to the channel, shoot, now I gotta find my YouTube. If you guys would like to, I do have a
you show yourself again?
Now I gotta mute.
Holy shit. Dylan, the Lake's being standing right behind you. Look at this, John. Look. Got it?
Who's talking?
Watch.
Safe.
Show yourself again.
Oh, it was my YouTube channel playing that in the background. I'm like, Jesus. It started getting into the paranormal side of things. So just bear with me, guys. I am trying to grab that link. One of my videos is on autoplay for the pinned part of the post. So just bear with me. If you guys heard my paranormal channel going off, I'm sorry. I am trying to find my PayPal link here, so just bear with me. I do have a Cash App link. I'll post my Cash App here. Oh, she posted it all. Jeez. Yes, guys, if you would like to help my channel, so I am planning on doing some more full-blown storm chasing. The issue I'm having right now is the almost $5 gas. So if you guys would like to help contribute to the channel, it's not a recommendation to be here. I would never force anybody to donate. But if you guys would like to help try to help me get ready to do some in the field chasing and storm spotting with the National Weather Service. Thank you so much, Twisted Paranormal. Any chance that there is a tornado watch in Dow City, Iowa? Where is Dow City located? Is there a major town that's located in? I'm not super familiar with Iowa. I've only been there once. Dow City. So most of your tornado watches right now for Iowa are going to be concentrated to the west of Des Moines. So if you guys would like to help, I do have the PayPal and Cash App links. If you would like to help contribute to the channel, it does help to be able to get into the field to help actually report these warnings in person. Thank you, SPC Travis County, for posting that, because sometimes it's hard with everything that's going on for me to be able to look up individual cities. I'm just going to give you guys a brief synopsis. If you're anywhere west of Des Moines right now, south or north or west of Des Moines towards Omaha, you have a tornado watch and a 5% chance of tornadoes this evening from Red Oak to Greenfield to Wintercrest to Leon, up towards Jefferson, Carroll, and any of these areas here, you have a slightly higher chance of still developing some tornadic storms. So, still continuing to monitor the situation going on across multiple different states. We have a active tornado warning for Kansas right now. It's the only tornado warning ongoing with multiple reports of tornadoes on the ground. Looks like this storm is starting to become more outflow dominant. Hopefully, this is a continued thing. But now it starting to look like it's going to be forming a new hook. This has just become one giant supercell MCS. Um, this is covering a large area. So this is where the center of circulation is now. It looks like we're starting to get another center of circulation starting to form over towards Clay Center. So just beyond the watch right now, that this one could still produce tornadoes as it heads almost due south towards Manhattan. Please be mindful in Manhattan. Just because you don't have a tornado watch right now does not mean tornadoes are possible. But likely that it's going to be moving into some more stable air, hopefully. And looks like they haven't confirmed a new tornado yet. So this was located near Allsburg. So I'm praying for the people of Allsburg that there isn't a tornado on the ground right now. But this is starting to look like another strong signature coming towards Allsburg along Highway 16, making its way down towards Turtle Creek Lake. So if you're in Allsburg, please seek shelter, get underground. This is a very dangerous storm. This is going to be making its way almost directly towards Manhattan. We can time that out for you guys and give you guys an accurate number of where this could be heading. This storm is moving at 35 miles per hour, almost due south. Okay, so this is our current warning area here. North northwest of Des Moines. Posted donation applications in the Q&A. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. So Rocky Ford, you have less than 27 minutes. Manhattan, you have less than 33 minutes to get ready for this storm. Blue Hill, you have less than 33 minutes. Sunset Park, 34 minutes. Fairfield, Kansas, or Fairmont, Kansas, less than 35 minutes. And Eureka Lake, less than 35 minutes. There is a total population of 57,000 people that could be affected by this storm. So, guys, please, please take this situation seriously. The storm is coming right towards Manhattan. Um, I'm hoping it's starting to weaken, but right now it's looking like it's still on its current trajectory to the southeast. So, very large, very large storm. Actually, there is what looks like a center of circulation right here near Osberg, and this is going to be coming right towards Rocky Ford, Manhattan. So, please, guys, take this seriously. Very dangerous storm, guys. Try to get some more people on the YouTube side. Hopefully, they're. I know there's a lot of people live streaming these storms right now, so probably in the mix of the people that are live. So let me get to. I gotta change this here. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get these warnings out to as many people as I can. Hopefully, this tornado warning is allowed to expire. Watching from there, stay safe. Storm chasing guy. There's a tornado warning in Nebraska now. Okay, so we're gonna head to Nebraska here in just a second. Trying to get this information going right now. Let's take a look at Nebraska. It looks like we have a new tornado warning, probably for that one that's to the south of Omaha. Let's Johnson City, Johnson County, Nebraska. We're going to take a look right now at this current threat. Absolutely large, damaging hail going on with this storm. Some values probably exceeding 3 to 4 inches. 4 inches already being reported. This tornado circulation was located near Cook. This is coming for Tecumseh. So I'm looking at this right now. If you're in Tecumseh, you need to take shelter immediately. The storm is heading right for you. Let's take a look at our coalition coefficient. And if the tornado was, it's hard to tell because the coalition, there's that inflow notch. If I had to guess, the tornado would probably be located right there. Um, Very scary situation ongoing. Uh, this is where the tornado would be most likely located as it comes right towards Tecumseh. It's either going to go make a eastward turn towards Tecumseh or hit Tecumseh straight on. If you're in Tecumseh, St. Mary, you need to seek shelter immediately. You need to be underground. This is a very deadly storm moving your. We're going to continue to take a look here. Looks like some possible debris being lofted. Not 100%. That could also be hail, but it does look like that there is a tornado signature. Multiple storm chasers on the storm right now. Let's take a look here. This is a tornado and ping pong ball size hail. We should hear in a couple of moments. This is going to be making its way towards Elk Creek, Table Rock, Pawnee City. If you're in any of these areas here, to the south of the warning, you need to be watching. This is coming right towards you. Yeah, JR, J. Ray Park. Thank you. I see that right now. It's a very dangerous situation. Thank you for keeping me updated on that one. I'm going off of TikTok right now as well as YouTube to try to get these warnings out to as many people as possible. This is where the tornado would be located, if not a very rotating, fast rotating wall cloud. And this is going to be making its way towards Elk Creek. So if you're in Elk Creek, you need to be watching this. I'll time this out for you. Let's first of all find out how fast the storm is moving. That can give me an accurate amount, 30 miles an hour. So let's take a look at your storm track here for Elk Creek. So this is going to be coming into Elk Creek within the next 22 minutes. You have 22 minutes. Can you send the link to videos of the tornado? I don't have videos of this tornado or the ones in Kansas. I only had reports that were showing up on my message board saying law enforcement spotted the tornado and alerted the National Weather Service. So this storm is currently coming towards Elk Creek. You have less than 21 minutes. Please seek shelter immediately if you're in Elk Creek. This is going to be making its way towards Table Rock probably in the next 40 minutes or less. So please, please, please. Voidman, yes. Multiple cities have been hit by tornadoes today. One of those cities was, we're going to go take a look back here. So try to make sure that this storm. So this storm's almost now becoming an MCS, where it's just a big giant cluster of severe thunderstorms. Um, it's now severe thunderstorm warning for Manhattan. I don't think this is going to necessarily produce tornadoes anymore. I think this is going to be now more of a damaging straight line wind event. I think it's become more outflow dominant, but this thing could pump 70 to 80 mile per hour winds and very large hail. So please, please be safe if you're in Oldsburg, um, Randolph. This is going to be pushing into Manhattan here very soon. We're starting to get somewhat close to the radar. Junction City, Abilene needs to be watching this storm. Um, okay, that tornado warning has been allowed to been canceled now, but we still have this active tornado warning for Johnson City. So we're continuing to watch this as it goes further south. Large damaging hail in excess of 3 inches currently falling. This is going to be to the northwest of Auburn. We'll take a look at our velocity scans here. And if this was a tornado, it would probably be located over Highway 50. I do not see that there is a confirmed tornado on the ground, but we'll have to see. This is going to be making its way towards Tecumseh and Elk Creek. So if you're in these areas, you need to be seeking shelter right now. These storms are very dangerous. Um, Strong windbag event, outflow winds, uh, pushing out towards Randolph and Oldsburg. These are probably 70-mile-an-hour winds over Oldsburg right now, probably causing some power outages over town. There was a confirmed tornado near Oldsburg that started all the way north of Blue Rapids. Also, Marysville was hit and Oketo was hit. So these towns along this I-77 corridor here were all hit by a tornado. So we'll have to see, or if not, multiple tornadoes. Well, this was by these reported tornadoes were by law enforcement, saying Oketo had a law enforcement reported a tornado over the town of Oketo that was phoned into the National Weather Service. Another one was reported by law enforcement near Marysville. This is all according to the warnings, guys. This was all recording according to the National Weather Service. Um, putting the warnings out as a particularly dangerous situation, and also one near Blue Rapids. So we'll have to see if those areas did sustain damage, and what I can do is I can also take a look here on my computer and look up. What county is this? Oh, no, I can't really tell. I guess this would be. This warning will kind of tell me here. This is going to be for Petaluma County. Let me see if they have any reports of tornado damage in Petaluma County. Nothing yet. So we'll have to wait and see if those tornado reports do get confirmed. Um, there were people in those towns that can confirm if there was damage or not, and we'll have to just kind of wait and see. Uh, do you have a Discord? No, I don't currently have a Discord for my storm chasing stuff. I will put one together eventually. So please bear with me, guys. Looks like we have a new tornado warning now. This is going to be uh, for East Central Gary County in Central Kansas, Riley County in Eastern Kansas, uh, Wasbansi County in Central Kansas, and Petawami County in Central Kansas. Um, uh, awesome, SPC. I've reported a couple of funnel clouds to San Antonio, Austin, Montrose. But if this was a tornado, it would be located right here. This is going to be coming towards Wabansie and McFarland. Oh, dude, that is not a good signature right there. This is that is a very strong tornadic signature right here. Need to confirm if that's hitting any places. So right now I don't have a debris signature, but it does look like um, definitely an area of circulation, and it looks like a very tight rotation there, mostly over what looks like open area. So we're gonna have to keep monitoring that as it comes towards Rocky Ford, Kansas. If you're in any of these cities, Manhattan, this is coming right towards you. Rocky Fort, this is coming towards you. Flush. Uh, Swamp Angel, St. George. If you're in any of these cities, even Kansas State University, um, you need to be seeking shelter right now. I could integrate the storm chasing side of the. I could add a storm chasing side to the paranormal one. So, I'm just not a very active Discord user. So, very nasty signature ongoing right now here in Kansas. We do need to go check that other tornado warning up in Nebraska as well. It's I am trying to monitor both at the same time. This one doesn't have as good a looking uh, signature right now, so that's good. We're continuing to monitor conditions, but this might cycle as it comes closer to Elk Creek. So we're continuing to monitor that. Also monitoring possible development here coming towards Hamburg, Nebraska, and Rockport, Fairfax along Highway 29. Starting to look like a developing circulation there. So, warning on multiple different storms here across Kansas and Nebraska. Uh, Continuing to monitor this very dangerous situation that's ongoing. Let's take a look here. Would not be surprised if there was a tornado right here. Yeah, so this is a dangerous situation. This is very tight area of rotation. We're continuing to monitor conditions here. And it does look like there is now a debris signature showing up here. So I guarantee there will probably be a confirmed tornado here. This is going to be making its way towards the town of Swamp Angel near Manhattan. Pillsbury Crossing. This is heading in that general direction. Um, In fact, that area of rotation is marked right here. This could be a very damaging tornado starting to form. Need to get a few storm chasers on, brother. If I was close, I'd volunteer. Hey, you know what, man? I My plan is to. That's that circulation right now. That is a very telltale sign that there's a tornado, and this is what you call the rear flank downdraft ongoing. If there's not a tornado on the ground, it's about to be. So these winds are going like this. These winds here are going like that. This is what you call an inflow notch. So the inflow from the storm is running in, and these are wrapping around. Very serious situation. Most definitely, my guess is either a tornado's imminent or a tornado's on the ground. This is going to head right into a major population towards Manhattan. If you're in Manhattan, you need to go underground right now. This is heading right for town. Holy jeez. This is a very, very tight circulation, guys. This is going to be heading right into town. These storms have been tracking almost due south today. This is most likely a tornado on the ground coming towards the city of Manhattan right now. I do see a little bit of a debris signature as well. Um, please, 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 please seek shelter immediately. Very nasty rotation couplet. Hey, you know what, Pyrene, we will definitely be storm chasing together. I'm trying to get the finances ready to go. I'm also trying to build up my car right now with all the computers, also some new cameras that I'm going to be installing. If anybody is in the paranormal community and is looking for a really good night vision handy cam, I will be considering selling my HCVX 870 to try to get my car ready to do this scientific mission starting next summer. This is I'm gonna incorporate for no extra cost for the full setup. It will include the $200 IR light that goes with this. And I will be selling it for $500 if anybody's asking. I could ask Ray if he's interested in buying it. It's a great camera. I've gotten just a ton of use for it. But this is a very dangerous situation ongoing, guys. This is a tornado that's heading for Manhattan. I don't know how else to get people to take this seriously, but this is probably one of the nastiest circulations I've ever seen. Large debris. That looks like a debris ball right here showing up. This is a tornadic signature showing up right there. Make a video about the item or items to auction off. Yeah, I definitely will. But yes, this is a debris ball tracking towards Manhattan. It's either going to go to the west side of town or it's going to hit Manhattan directly. This is a very, very serious storm. Please take this seriously. This could be a large tornado. Um, Incredibly nasty storm coming towards Manhattan. The tornado has tracked in between 35 and 40 miles. I don't think it's the same tornado. I think it's lifted and a new tornado's formed. And we got a new confirmed tornado on the ground. Damaging tornado. A tornado was located 5 miles southeast of Turtle Lake, moving south at 45 miles per hour. This is moving due south into Manhattan right now. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground right near Turtle Creek. This tornado is moving at 45 miles an hour. Please go underground if you're in Manhattan. Very dangerous situation ongoing. This should be treated as a particularly dangerous situation. This is right moving into probably eastern part of Tuttle Creek. Sorry, just turned on the weather. Yeah, Tuttle Creek. So this is in Tuttle Creek. No, it's not a F5. If you're gonna troll the stream, please leave. Be respectful. I'm giving you one warning. Please be respectful. This is just a very large tornado signature. My guess is probably EF1, EF2. Oh, you're just south of Tuttle Creek. Olsberg is going to be in the way of that. Yeah, Olsberg. Olsberg, it's already gone over Olsberg. This is coming right into Manhattan, Kansas, right along Highway 70. Continuing to watch this situation unfold. It looks like there's a possible signature here. Hopefully, it misses downtown Manhattan. Trying to find our defined area of circulation here, and right now it looks like our. So I have the winds wrapping around here. I have the rear flank downdraft here, which would mean that the tornado would be located right over Rocky Fort. PDS warning. Very, very sure that there will be a PDS here soon. These storm chasers need to be careful. That's scary. Scary, scary situation. It's either in Rocky Fort right now or it's about to hit Rocky Fort. But I'm trying to monitor the velocity, and it looks like the velocity is starting to die out. But the problem with that is every time that it does that, it recirculates and starts again. Um, this would be located right near Rocky Fort. If there is still a tornado on the ground, it doesn't look like the circulation is as strong right now. But people in Manhattan should not take this lightly. This is a dangerous, dangerous storm coming in. Flushes. Just kidding. Right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for following my coverage here today of the severe weather ongoing. I know we do have another tornado warning that was ongoing in Nebraska, which has been allowed to expire, thank God. But we do have another possible tornado uh, signature in Spotsylvania, Virginia, right now, and another one being looked at for a tornado possibly in Nebraska. But right now, I'm sticking with our current warning as it's coming into the town of Manhattan, which is a very populated area. Um, could only imagine what it looks like on the ground right now. That is a dangerous situation. This circulation would be located right over the town of Rocky Fort, and it's going to be pushing south. Uh, Thank you, John, for what you're doing for us south of Tuttle Creek. For W. Hey, no problem. I'm in Manhattan. Where is it? It's rain wrapped. It's going to be coming right towards Manhattan. In fact, Manhattan just went tornado warning, so um, you're not going to be able to see this storm. This would be located probably not too far from Kansas State University right now. It hasn't given me a refresh on the velocity, so I'm gonna be a little bit behind as far as being able to tell you where it could be. Um, Unfortunately, it's not telling me on the velocity. I'm about 10 minutes behind on my velocity scan, but it's going to be coming right into Manhattan or in and around town. I think it's going to make a southward projection right into downtown. But right now, that looks like the tornado has possibly lifted. I hope as it's coming towards Manhattan. But I can't say that for sure. If you're in that tornado warning, stay underground. That's all I can tell you. This thing has been dropping tornadoes for the last hour. Very strong, possibly damaging winds over downtown Manhattan right now. Um, if anybody's in Manhattan and could, yeah, it doesn't look like the tornado's on the ground anymore. It looks like it's becoming outflow dominant. Definitely having those winds wrapping around that old center of circulation. Um, Hopefully, power's going out right now. Okay. Unfortunately, right now I am blind to what's going on in Manhattan. I don't see that there is a tornado on the ground. I do see some possible debris that could have been north from Rocky Ford that's coming in and around that area. Um, but as far as the actual debris ball, this allows you to see that this is the rear flank downdraft right here. That's wrapping around the old circulation. This is going to produce some very damaging winds in and around the area. This is going to be your inflow jet that's going to be going inbound. This is what can also cause some damaging winds in and around that old circulation. So both of these can cause some very, very serious damage, even sometimes more so than the actual tornado. Anything in Tecumseh, Nebraska. Looks like the storm that was over Tecumseh passed over. So we're taking a look back over here in Nebraska. Tecumseh, right now, everything is past south, almost past south of you. Um, this storm, let's click on our radar here. There is this storm up to the north in Waverly, but I think that's going to move to the southeast towards Auburn. Um, you're just going to have some light rain, maybe some light to moderate rain over Tecumseh. That was a really dangerous storm that went over Manhattan right now. That was a little scary there for a second. This was a radar indicated tornado that went. This is looking like it's becoming more outflow dominant. So these winds are currently wrapping around the circulation, going away from the radar. You do have some of these winds still. Did I just get banned off of YouTube or off of TikTok? What the hell just happened? Did you just shut it off? It was in your live. Okay. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. My account literally just kicked me out for some reason. So I thought that for some reason I got banned off of TikTok. Still currently monitoring conditions, guys. Ongoing. This is my severe weather studio. I am back here. Hopefully everybody is still here with me. Please make sure to go subscribe to my Storm Chasing YouTube channel. Looks like another developing area of possible circulation starting to occur to the southwest or southeast of Manhattan towards Pillsbury Crossing. So we'll have to keep our eye out on that. That is going to be this area here for possible development. So it just looks like it keeps recirculating and dropping tornadoes, and recirculating and dropping tornadoes. It's kind of a scary situation. SPC. Right now, I have Twisted Supernatural as my moderator. I also have my roommate Jen. At this time, these people I've known for a long, long time. So just keep coming back to the stream, and I might make you a mod in the future. But for now, I'm only making people mods who have been on my moderators from my other accounts for a long time. So, continuing to monitor this dangerous situation here near Manhattan. Hopefully, Manhattan, the worst of it is starting to pass to you. I've been here every day about. Yeah, hey Kai, hey, thank you so much for joining me up again and supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. So, there's going to be more severe weather going on tomorrow in the Dakotas, Montana. So it's going to continue to be a very dangerous setup over the next couple days, and I can give you guys kind of a look of what that's going to be like. Let's go take a look here at our situation for the next couple days. Let me browse Twitter real quick and see if we have. Yeah, that was some insane rotation. People reporting some crazy wall clouds. This was near Beatrice. Just absolutely stunning wall cloud. 4.7-inch hail being reported out of that storm. Very powerful updrafts. 5-inch hail reported in Beatrice. So that gives you an idea. This is like a heart-shaped hailstone, and it was 5 inches in diameter. Very, very serious storm that occurs there. We had a confirmed. Looks like we had a funnel cloud over Jamestown, Pennsylvania, briefly. This was near Tecumseh, Nebraska, a little bit ago. So some very, very nasty supercell thunderstorms that have been forming. Um, some just absolutely monster hail in Beatrice. Rain wrapped tornado moving towards Blue Rapids. So yeah, I'm trying to go over some of these images, but I'm also not seeing anybody posting the actual tornadoes. So looks like some rotating wall clouds in Virginia as well. I guess there's a severe thunderstorm outbreak ongoing for areas of Virginia. I'll go back over here to our radar. That area is still trying to organize as far as rotation near Pillsbury Crossing. They might issue another tornado warning for that storm. Also, another area of possible developing rotation here to the south of I-70. This is getting relatively close to the radar station, so some of these winds are there's rotation right now in Manhattan. Looks like it's probably a very weak mid-level rotation going on in Manhattan. Some left to right movement in clouds. Nothing that's alarming me. Um, I think these tornadoes are going to be more like a QCLS tornado threat from this point on. They're going to be weak, rain wrapped, hard to see if they do continue to form. We're going to take a look at our other threats here, where we have some uh, possible looks at some possible rotation here. And this was going to be that was accompanied with this storm near Auburn, but it doesn't look very organized. This storm near Grant City, Iowa, is producing some pretty large hail. In fact, actually has a warning. Let's continue to. Looks like we got some tightening back in this storm. We're starting to get that. Uh, we're starting to get that inflow wind starting to wrap around again the circulation, with some outflow winds starting to rotate out. So this is going to be your rear flank downdraft. So this might be trying to drop a tornado again as it comes towards Olive Vista and Dwight. Um, it is south of Manhattan, yes. You're just experiencing probably some pretty serious wind right now, and some heavy rain. You probably will be issued a flash flood warning here in the not too far future. This is a large MCV system, multiple convective system, which with mesoscale convective vortex. So it's a monster supercell, and this thing is looking like it's trying to ramp up again. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this storm as it gets close to the radar station. This is pretty close to the ground where it's showing this. You're having this outflow wind wrapping around here, and you're having this inflow wrap around the center of circulation. So that's kind of the best way of drawing to show you guys what's going on with these storms. Starting to get into that dry slot again. That's going to be pushing towards Volland, Kansas. Alta Vista, and eventually Council Grove. So Parksville, when was it Wilsey? Okay, thank you for keeping me updated. I do appreciate it, guys. Just a absolute monster storm. There's rotation on the west side of Manhattan. Right now, I think the storm is trying to ramp up with rotation again. So, yes, I have a mounted SPC radio in my car. Gary County. I thought Gary County was under a ping pong ball size hail, 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts are even possible outside of any tornado that might be forming. Okay. Gary County. What towns are in Gary County? And maybe I could try to help. I am a licensed storm spotter with the National Weather Service out of San Antonio, Austin. I do have multiple certificates in radar and satellite imagery, and be able to read these storms. I've been studying this stuff since I was a kid, probably 8 or 9 years old. So just continuing to monitor these conditions. Right now, this is what you call a windbag event. Very damaging winds exceeding possibly up to 80 miles per hour, going right along I-70. That can definitely flip over semi-trucks and cause damage all on its own. We're starting to see that tightening of rotation wrapping around the storm. So uh, this is the inflow winds wrapping around the center of circulation. I gotta update YouTube application. Okay, gotcha. And then we have our rear flank downdraft uh, pushing away from the storm. So these winds are rapidly rotating around. Very dangerous storm. And these winds will continue to push away from the storm. This will go towards the storm, and then your center of circulation will be right here. Not having a very super tight rotation right now. Nothing that this is one area of rotation, but that's not.
Probably not.
Did you get the child abduction? Yes, I did get the child abduction alert that just went through the. Oh, well, no, I got it through my phone. I didn't get through the. My SPC radio is uh, in my car. Hey, thank you guys for following me. Thank you guys for sharing out this stream. Thank you guys for helping me out today. I do appreciate your love and support. Let's go trying to update our information as we've had multiple tornado warnings ongoing for parts of Kansas, Missouri. So we're trying to get the appropriate tags up here on YouTube. So hopefully we can get the right people in here to be paying attention to what's going on. Thank you for the 11 people on YouTube side that are still watching and the 12 that are watching on TikTok. I do appreciate your support. We are seeing that circulation really starting to try to ball up once again. This has been a very large storm. Oh, you got to update TikTok now? Gotcha. Just a very large ball of convergent winds. Almost looks like there's a possible tornado there. We're gonna have to continue to watch this. No confirmed tornadoes yet, but this is heading into the town of Olla Vista. Um, I'm seeing this kind of gap in the radar, which kind of makes me wonder if at the low levels that it's picking up that there's a circulation of wind at the low ground, because this is only about 500 to 1,000 feet up into the storm. So, uh, kind of watching to see. Best thing to do, SPC, is to, if you can, get TubeBuddy. It does help. Also, create creative thumbnails. So I use the same thumbnail that I designed for all my live streams. Oh yeah, defined hook echo for sure. This would be a rain wrapped tornado if possible. Continuing to watch this storm as it comes towards Alta Vista right now. thank you to all the new subscribers. I do appreciate it. Very concerned that this is a possible tornado because that is a clear signature right there. I'm kind of worried about. Pyrene, let me know what you think because I'm taking a look at this and I see this donut hole, and I'm kind of thinking that that's a potential tornado. Looks like we have an extension. This tornado was located 8 miles north of Dwight. This is going to be coming right near Dwight. If you're not in shelter, you need to be. This is going to be heading right for the town of Alta Vista. Manhattan looks like just thunderstorm right now. The worst of it, I think, is to the south of you. TubeBuddy. It's an integration that helps you put your tags. I just switched my old account to update the payment for TubeBuddy for this account, so I could try to grow this. But that is a very, very strong signature. That little donut hole would be right here along Highway 177. So continuing to monitor that. See if I could spot it on a correlation. Yeah, see, this is what has me worried because that looks like a debris ball right there. We can try to correlate that with. Yeah, that has me worried. I'm looking at this. I go to the correlation coefficient, which tells me what is getting pulled up or what is going towards the ground, and I see this dark mark here, which means it looks like um, stuff is being sucked up, or even debris being rained down. So, um, I this is a dangerous situation heading towards Alta Vista. Very dangerous situation. You can actually see the rear flank downdraft wrapping around the circulation on the correlation coefficient. And you can see this dry slot of air that's coming in through the storm there. And it is just a well-defined donut hole in multiple satellite imagery. Yeah, that is solid matter being distributed um, in this thunderstorm. I'm actually kind of worried to see what this thing is going to continue to do. Just because this play, yeah, see, and then now it's tracking to the southeast, still with a signature debris being lofted into the atmosphere. Yeah, everybody who's in the path of the storm needs to be sheltered. Alta Vista, if you're in that tornado warned area, I would even say Volland, you need to be underground right now. This is coming right in your direction. This is going to be moving southeast, and I still see what looks like a clear debris signature heading towards Volland. Right now, with the velocity, because it is so close to the radar station, um, it's really going to be hard to see. But yeah, that's a scary looking storm. This thing's been dropping multiple tornadoes all afternoon. This is where the tornado would be located. This is going to be moving towards Alta Vista. And in between Alta Vista and Voland. I hope it doesn't make a hit on one of these towns. But this is also pushing right towards Council Grove. If you can't get into a storm shelter, you need to be in a interior room, far away from windows. You need to be in a closet. You need to be maybe in an interior bathroom that's away from windows and doors. If you feel safe, if you don't feel safe, then go into a bathtub. Some people have survived some unbelievable odds hiding in bathtubs. But preferably your most interior closet or bathroom in your house, away from the second story. You need to be on the lowest floor. Still continuing to monitor the conditions here. We still have a very well-defined hook there. The tornado would be located right around here. And that's going to be tracking right towards Alta Vista. These storms have been moving due south all day long today. This is really close to the radar station, looking about 500 feet up. Yeah, it definitely has some clean definition. No storm spotters in the area right now to verify if there's actually a tornado on the ground. We're looking at our velocities. Also get a look at the correlation coefficient, and this is where the tornado would be in this circulation here that is showing that anomaly debris ball. So still continuing to monitor the situation. Looks like that if there is a tornado, it'd be located somewhere around right here where it doesn't have any rain. Um, it is pretty far out in the boonies, but it is tracking south towards a small town called Olive Vista right now. And it will be pushing towards a bigger town called Council Grove. So, dangerous situation ongoing. Could be another area right here developing some circulation. We'll take a look here. If this also develops near Wakefield, that could go severe warned. There's also another area here near Milford that's rotating. So this thunderstorm is not over yet. It still has plenty of juice behind it. This is in the state of Kansas. Uh, look here, we still got a very defined signature here. Got to take a look at our correlation coefficient. And right now I'm not seeing that debris signature like I was. So right now, I hope nobody gets injured. Huh? There is no storm spotter. The storm spotters are all up on I-70 right now. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just grabbing some food. Still monitoring conditions. Continuing to look at this real quick. I just searched Alta Vista on Google Maps. First thing it showed me was a video of a Christmas tree in somebody's front window. That is funny. That's crazy. So we're still watching to see if there is continued velocity with this. I'm not seeing a defined signature, so I hope that there's not a tornado on the ground right now. But we still got what looks like a well-defined hook. Yeah, I'm watching the one near Wakefield too. This is another area of rotation that I'm looking at right now. It doesn't look super well defined at the moment, which is good. There's some very strong inflow winds wrapping around this dry slot. Now we're starting to see that outflow wind here circulating out, these inflow winds circulating in, coming into the town of Dwight. Take a look at our coalition coefficient, and I don't know if that is because of the radar or if that is actually a debris signature, but that does not look good. We're gonna transpose that. Yeah, see, that's kind of got me a little worried right there. And this is red touching green right here, so making me wonder if that could be a. Can I have a link to the weather model thing? So this is Radar Omega. It's $8.99 to download, and it goes on your PC and your phone. Um, Once you download it, I think it starts at $1.99 a month and goes up to about $9.99 a month. I pay for the $9.99 a month. This is Radar Omega Alpha. So I'm still watching this because I did look at Pivotal, and they're showing a similar thing. I only got 2 devices running, guys. Well, yeah, 2, because I'm screen sharing my laptop onto the big screen. So we'll continue to look here. Yeah, Radar Scope is $10 as well. Radar Scope is pretty good. Some 1.5-inch hail falling. So that debris signature oddity now has disappeared. So it makes me wonder. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I thought there would be a tornado, it would be inside of the circulation, not on the inflow. But this is also a weird storm, so really see that as converging waves right now. Hopefully this thing starts to die out and not keep producing tornadoes. By the size of the hail damage, or the hail that's falling right now, 1.5 inch, it looks like it's kind of weakening. And they have lifted the current tornado warning. Yeah, I definitely think that there's a definite rotating wall cloud that's been pretty persistent. Um, the storm is absolutely a monster. Currently, they lifted the tornado warning, so there's no active tornado warning currently ongoing. Yep. Right now, we have Clay County, Kansas, for this section of the storm right here near Fort Riley. We do have another Gary County in Kansas, which is going to be Council Grove. So this is continuing to be ongoing. I think that storm's on a weakening trend. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning ongoing for Missouri. This is going into Martinsville with some very large hail. Taking a look at our velocities, I'm not seeing anything that's super alarming right now. Um, Definitely a little bit of a hook echo though, something to pay attention to. We also do have another severe thunderstorm warning for Virginia. Actually, multiple for Canada too. And our other severe thunderstorm warning is going to be in uh, Montana. So some very large hail in Montana. This is going to be coming for Belforte. Oh yeah, the storms tomorrow are going to be nasty. That's going to be Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming. We can go over that threat too. I really hope that these storms are on the weakening trend in Kansas and do not keep causing more and more damage to these people. In fact, this one does look like it's falling apart. It's not as tight of a circulation anymore. We'll continue to look at our velocities, and it looks like it's just some very strong inflow. Because this wind is currently going towards the radar. So that's going away from the radar. So, I mean, you still have some left to right movement here along this boundary. Um, but as far as tornado threat right now, I think the worst of the tornado threat for this area is diminishing. In fact, it looks like this storm is sort of falling apart as it comes towards Council Grove. So DC looks like there's going to be a sizable threat tomorrow in Maryland. So I'll pop up the areas that could be affected tomorrow. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia, and Arlington, Virginia are going to have the highest chance for severe weather. That's going to be 2% chance for tornadic development. Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Indiana, uh, Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. So those are going to be the top areas for tornadoes. It's a 2% chance. 15% chance of damaging winds for Philadelphia, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia, and Arlington, Virginia. And then also your hail threat is going to be for those same areas. Day 3 is going to be Fargo, North Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota, Bismarck, Grand Rapids, and Moorhead, Minnesota. So Minnesota, your severe weather is going to be probably on Monday. As far as the multiple day outlook, doesn't look like we're going to have much. So I hope this storm is now on the weakening trend, which it looks like it is. It looks like it's more of a damaging wind kind of deal right now. They just issued that severe thunderstorm warning now going into um, just north of Wichita. So north and east of mid Wichita. Cottonwood Falls, Cedar Point, Florence, Matfield Green. So, right, they always got to be so far away. Come back to Texas. We need the rain. I like the spinning dingly bits. All right, you're gonna head out. Have a good night, Ty. Thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate it. We're continuing to monitor that threat as it comes into Missouri. This is around Maryville. I think this is Iowa and into Missouri. Definitely some strong thunderstorms up there near Martinville. No real indication of anything major as far as rotation goes. The other severe storms are going to be in Montana and parts of South Dakota at this hour. We're taking a look back here at South Dakota. We'll take the Rapid City radar and have a look here, see what's going on. And in fact, we have some very strong supercells dropping some monster hail up here in Montana. Coming into South Dakota. These storms will eventually push north of Rapid City. Oh yeah, dude. Our temperature here in San Antonio tomorrow is supposed to be 110 degrees. I think the real field temp is supposed to be like 110. The actual temp is supposed to be like 106. But the high pressure system over is there still a high pressure system over Austin? We'll take a look at where the high pressure over Texas is. It's pretty predominant, I'll tell you that. Let me see the high. Where is the high pressure? I know there's a high pressure over uh, northern Arizona right now. Shows that there's a weak low pressure system over Amarillo. Uh, Arizona's about to start getting their monsoon season, probably within the next couple weeks. But I just thought to cover this outbreak as it was continuing. We still have a threat for severe weather, and that tornado threat is going to be over within the next 2 hours. I couldn't imagine there being another explosive eruption of tornadoes. I think the main threat for tornadoes has already been, the window for that is already closing due to the loss of the daytime heating. Um, right? These storms are moving pretty rapidly out of the areas where there is a tornado watch. Definitely still could see some probably large hail and damaging winds over the next couple hours. But I'm going to say that I'm not sure if the high pressure moved, but I can tell you what, we're not going to see rain anytime soon, especially here in Southwest Texas. Or, sorry, South Central Texas. It'd be like next Thursday before we're even under consideration for a 20% chance. So, yeah, if we want rain, we're gonna have to chase it down, which means I have to go looking for my car washes. That's really the only time I get my car cleaned now. I actually got my car washed today. Oh, I know. It's 8 o'clock outside right now, and it's still over 100 degrees outside. That's Texas for you. If you don't like the weather here, wait 15 minutes. Oh, and plus, in a couple days, we're supposed to get a rush of Sahara dust that rolls into our area. So there's going to be basically a cloud, a haze of dust that moves over south central Texas. It's 105 in Dallas right now. Jeez. So we're going to be seeing some really hazy skies over Texas here in the next couple days. But come this fall, I think we're going to get hit pretty hard with some rain. And I've been talking to a couple of meteorologists who've verified that. It does make for some pretty sunsets. Yeah, I think we're gonna get nailed this fall and winter as a kickback for all the loss of moisture. Come up hurricane season too. We got to watch the Gulf of Mexico, Galveston, Corpus Christi. Huh? Oh, I know. But right now, if there is any hurricanes that form right now, I think they're going to probably, or well, tropical systems. I think they're mostly going to hit Florida and Louisiana. Texas is usually later in the season. Same with North Carolina. Oh, I know I bet we are. So if y'all didn't know, there's a little thing I learned recently. Ooh, we got a new mesoscale discussion. So we have a new mesoscale discussion right now for um, eastern Kansas. A severe weather threat for severe thunderstorm watch continues. Could corridor of damaging winds and hail remain possible? So, localized gusts of 80 to 100 miles per hour are possible. That is some incredibly damaging wind. So, they're going to extend this severe thunderstorm watch into areas around Eureka, Cottonwood Falls, Wichita, um, Emporia, Marion. So I know a lot of people miss my paranormal investigations. I don't know if y'all miss my paranormal investigations or you just miss me getting tortured during them. Just kidding. I'm continuing to monitor this. This is going to be dipping south into Mansfield Green, Emporia. So definitely keep watching this. Oh yeah, no, that is EF1 tornado damage, but with straight line winds. So I mean that's pretty serious wind damage there. I'll take a look at the radar here in Wichita and take a look at what this is doing. Still a little bit of convergence here going on. We're also taking a look. This is much further away. Some good old outflow. This is more becoming a damaging wind event now. It's kind of transitioned from MCV to MCS, where you're going to see a lot more of a damaging wind threat, or what meteorologists call a wind bag. Dwight is currently under one of those right now. It's 112 in Phoenix right now. My grandfather actually lives in Phoenix. Um, so I guarantee, but he loves the heat. He's always been like a heat type person. Fun fact of the day: that one of America's most prolific serial killers, who killed a lot of his victims in Wichita, is held currently in El Dorado Correctional Facility, otherwise known as BTK. Little fun fact for you guys. Well, not so fun. The guy's a sick puppy. I can't tell if this storm is weakening or if it's continuing to try to refocus itself. But to me, this looks like it's on the weakening trend of things. Um, this is starting to develop a little bit of a bow echo, which means it's also starting to go in the form of a damaging wind type event, especially right here. It actually blows my mind that they kept him so close to where he killed his victims. That'll never make sense to me. Yeah, that storm is dissipating. I think a lot of the severe threat is going to diminish over the next hour or two. Um, I think the worst of it went over Marysville, Beatrice, uh, Westmoreland, and Manhattan. This area got hit very hard with tornadoes and severe weather. Um, so I think a majority of this is starting to dwindle down. This might continue for a little bit longer with some baseball sized hail that's being recorded with some of these storms. Still continuing to look to see what this storm is doing, and like this right here still has me kind of puzzled to see if it does go tornado warn, but it's got some very weak rotation, if any, um, near Ridgeway, Iowa. So they still got tornado watches. I guarantee they will probably lift some of these as the afternoon goes on. Can kind of take a look at the predictive forecast, which is the convective allowing forecast here, which is the HRRR model. And they'll give you a good idea of what's going to happen here in the next little bit. Um, so this is looking at right now with what's going on. Let's go 2 hours out. Looks like it could become a hail producer for St. Joseph, Missouri. Possibly becoming a hail producer. Maybe even, I want to say it's probably going to be more of a damaging wind and hail threat for Kansas City. I think most of our tornado threat is over. Um, this develops more into a damaging wind line for areas around Kansas City. It's more going to hit harder on the Missouri side, I think, but it could also hit on the near Leavenworth pretty hard with some hail. So I think it's going to be more of a damaging wind and hail threat. Also for areas around Topeka, Osage could have some hail and damaging wind. Emporia, um, have to really see if that comes into fruition. But as the daytime heating goes and you get these pockets of unstable air, definitely looks like this storm is tracking towards Kansas City, uh, possibly into uh, Garnett and maybe even into Topeka with some of this. But like I said, I think it's going to be more of a damaging wind and hail threat, if any. This storm up here in Ridgeway, Iowa, still dropping some very large hail. Actually, no, that might be Ridgeway in Missouri. Yeah, sorry, Ridgeway, Missouri. That's Grundy, Mercer, and Harrison County. So yeah, it does look like it has a hook over it. Um, there is a little bit of a rotation couplet over to the north of Bethany. Just probably going to be maybe a broad area of circulation. Probably will produce a rotating wall cloud. Have to keep monitoring this over the next hour or so. I'm going to keep watching it to see if that does increase. This area is still under a tornado watch. So conditions are still favorable for tornadoes. It'll be interesting to see if that continues. But I think after about 10 p.m., the tornado threat's going to be much more dispersed and over with. Showing any evidence of solid matter like we did with the other one. Let's take a look at our correlation coefficient. Um, so it's not showing that like super distinct ball, which makes me think that this right here is hail, very large hail indeed, falling. It does look like it has a little bit of some convergent wind right here, circulating inside. Maybe that hail is being lofted um, around with those winds. Could potentially go tornado warning. So we'll have to watch that as it comes towards Gilman City. Um, if that decides to keep going or if it decides to dissipate. Be interesting to see the SPC uh, notes for the damage surveys from Kansas this afternoon or tomorrow. See what they come up with. Um, if this supercell here is remaining kind of unimpeded right now, so it has it doesn't even have a real good circulation at the moment. So I wouldn't hold a candle. I think it's going to be more of a big hail producer. This storm here is still on the weakening trend as it comes through Council Grove. Still producing 70-mile-per-hour winds being recorded in some of this storm. So, I mean, it still has the potential to do some damage as it's weakening. You can definitely still see that there is inflow desperately trying to pull into the storm here. Um, some outflow pushing outbound. Yeah, I hope that there's no casualties with that storm. That'd be that racks me. Hopefully, yeah, there isn't any major damage. Still continuing to watch this circulation here. And once again, this is pretty far away from the radar station. This is out of the Des Moines office. And right now, the one in Kansas City, north of Leavenworth, on the Missouri side to the south of St. Joseph, is down. So getting a good radar reading out of that one is going to be tough. We're going to take a look at the one south of that and take a look at the winds, and that'll kind of give me an idea that this thing doesn't really have an organized circulation on two radar stations. Um, I think this is going to become more of a damaging wind and hail line that forms and pushes into OKC. But you can always get hit a favorable pocket of vorticity and get some convergent winds going on and form tornadoes. So still watching this as it's piecing out past the radar station, and definitely showing this windbag event. Some very high winds being recorded with some of the 60 mile per hour, 60, some areas of 71 mile per hour winds being recorded. So this pocket, this is infamously what I call a windbag event. Very strong winds that are damaging wind that will be pushing south now. This storm is still trying to pull warm air up into it. Um, I don't know how it looks like it, but it's hitting some more. What do you call stable air, and that's why you're getting that weakening with it, with the loss of the tornado potential. Not seeing those insane hail core values anymore. Uh, 2, 3, 4 inch hail diameter. So I definitely think uh, you do see this very impressive gust front. So this is going to be outflow dominant. And one way you can tell is this gust front that's surging ahead of the storm, and this is going to be pushing outward. This will have damaging winds in and itself and blowing dust. So definitely could see some blowing dust ahead of the storm, even on areas that are not going to see the storm right away. Seeing a few ice layers over the convection zone, but it's enough to show up on aviation. Oh yeah, there is still some hail falling. Still seeing some 2.2 inch over towards White City. Um, still looking at these storms up here. Take a look at our St. Louis radar. Too far away, so we'll go here. These storm chasers are going to set up in Green Valley, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, and Kansas City and wait for this thing to come further south to them. It's kind of smart making the storm come to you. Sometimes you can miss out on some good opportunities by just staying here. But like I said, guys, I think it's going to be mostly a damaging wind and hail event from this point on. I don't see much more of a tornado threat continuing for the rest of the evening. Still going to continue to watch this for the next couple minutes here and see what occurs. But right now, this is close to the radar. These winds are surging right now into the storm towards the radar. So red is towards, green is away from the radar station. So you might get a quick little QCLS tornado that develops here, and it'll go tornado warm. But usually they're rated EF0. Tomorrow it looks like what we dissipates. Might have some great. Yeah, I think it'll be out of the area definitely by tomorrow. The best chasing tomorrow doesn't look to be in this area. It looks back to be in the Ohio River Valley. That was very hard hit the other day. We'll kind of take a look here at our uh, risk for tomorrow. So this is going to be, it's kind of our ridge here. We got this area tomorrow, large area. North Platte, Nebraska being included in that. Parts of Minnesota up into Montana and Wyoming, and even into Colorado and Kansas. So it's going to be a large, severe weather threat tomorrow. I think tomorrow is also going to be there's going to be a couple of strong, isolated supercells that develop on the dry line with this storm tomorrow. Those storms along that beginning of this, unless they're forecasting these storms to start at the top, but most likely these storms are going to fire off in this area tomorrow, um, and then possibly up here, and then they're kind of just all going to funnel down. So, kind of drew a male reproductive part right there, just because of the way they have that position. Um, so right now we're just kind of going over our severe weather threat for tomorrow. So this is going to be mostly Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, uh, Nebraska, parts of Michigan, and so North and South Dakota. So it's going to be a pretty wide, severe weather threat tomorrow. I think it's going to be more of a wind and damaging. How do you pin a comment on a TikTok live? I can't figure that out. Don't you just hold their? How do you pin a comment? Wouldn't you technically just hold down their comment? Yeah, it's not allowing me to pin a comment. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure, Austin. But yeah, still considering, still watching this. Um, there are there are severe SDRs in Australia. Is that severe thunderstorm? Uh, so they don't get tornadoes really. They don't get supercells in Australia, which is interesting. U.S. Gets supercells because you have warm, dry air coming from the desert southwest. You will get your Gulf moisture pouring in from your Gulf of Mexico, and then you'll get cold air pouring down in from Canada. And then what you'll have is warm, unstable air, say here. And then you'll need to have a lifting mechanism, a low pressure system here. So those ingredients all come together to make severe weather in the country. Now, what causes tornadoes is you're going to have convergent winds because of the Rocky Mountains here that will create these vorticities of changing air mass. Plus, you'll get that too with different pressure systems. iShow Speed is getting tattoo on a live stream. Jeez. All right, guys. Like I said, there is still a chance for tornadoes tonight, but I think it's becoming mitigated with the losing of the daytime heating. I think tonight, for the rest of the night, is going to be becoming more of a straight line wind damage event. These storms are really starting to they're still continuing. They're still severe here. The storm has definitely shrank over the last little bit. I think it's going to be on the weakening trend as it comes towards Wichita and Park City, Sedgwick County, and towards Amarillo, or sorry, not Amarillo, El Dorado area. So definitely still think there could be a damaging wind and hail event that comes into Kansas City this evening. I want storms to form so bad here in Texas that I'm dreaming of it. Give me something to do. But this one's still dropping some pretty large hail, but I don't think it is going to go tornado warning by any means. These storms are going to start diminishing. They're still dropping. This one in particular, still dropping some large hail coming into Tyndall, Missouri. So I know, me too, Pyrene. I definitely need some more supercell action here in Texas. I would drop everything in my power if they said tomorrow's going to be a 2% tornado risk for Fort Stockton or Del Rio or even Dallas. I would drop everything and got working just to go chase. I guess I got to start doing some more Oklahoma chases. But with right now, with how much gas is, it's very hard to do so. If you guys would like to help support the channel, I do have a Cash App and a PayPal. If you guys would like to contribute to gas fund or weather equipment fund, because I still need to get a weather station for my car. I have it all priced out and ready to build. I just gotta buy it. So eventually I'll have that all set up. I'm also going to get a front and rear 4K dash cam that wraps around the entire car. Have a 360 kind of mode. Yeah, I'm going to get off soon because I got to continue to eat dinner. I have some other stuff that I need to work on. I just saw this tornado threat, and it was kind of a spur of the moment. Come on and make sure people were updated and informed of what was going on. Converting your car to an HO generator. How much is it going to cost to add a mezzo to your car? Are you talking about the, what do you mean mezzo? I would love to get a Cyclone port, but they're $2,500. It just ain't going to happen right now. Right now, I'm just trying to get cameras in my car, and that's why I'm considering selling one of my other cameras so I can get that installed. Because I could get a front and rear 4K dash cam for around $400 to install in my car, and it'll allow me to have where I can live stream it, and then I can actually partner that live stream with the Radar Omega instead of going to the Cyclone port. Just really expensive unless I signed on with a team, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. I think if I build up my channel for a while, for the next year, maybe I'll have that consideration. Yeah, build some kind of an electric car setup. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna sign out here. If anything does continue, I'll jump back on and have those alerts. But I think the severe damaging wind threat is going to be continuing for a little bit longer. But it looks like the worst of this severe weather is going to be diminishing by 10 o'clock. Oh, hydrogen fuel source. Yeah, that'd be cool. So thank you guys for joining me this evening. Much love and light. And if anything does continue, another tornado warning, I'll jump back on. But right now, looks like the worst of it is over. Been live now, going on almost 2 hours through this little outbreak that went throughout Nebraska and Kansas. My heart and prayers go out to the families who could have potentially been affected by this. Hopefully the damage was minimal. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I try to do this more. I will be streaming definitely tomorrow throughout the severe weather outbreak. Like I said, tomorrow the tornado risk is going to be minimal, but I ain't got much to do tomorrow, so I'll probably go live and forecast for a couple hours for you guys, keep people alert. Um, but thank you guys for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Yes, high winds, damaging hail tomorrow. It's going to be in multiple areas. We'll take a quick last look at where those areas are going to be at so people can get the information. Tomorrow, it's going to be severe weather risk in 2 spots. So we're not only going to have the East Coast have a damaging wind, hail, and tornado risk tomorrow, which is going to include areas like Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia, Philadelphia, Scranton, Pennsylvania, and most of south and central Pennsylvania here. And we're also going to have that threat extend up probably into Canada tomorrow, also including parts of Montana, Wyoming, going into parts of Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, and North and South Dakota. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll have a forecast out for you guys. And thank you guys for choosing the Storm Chasing Guy weather page for your information. Much love and light, and I will see you guys soon.